Well, welcome to
Welcome.
episode 3 already. Um,
Sans Chad.
yeah, I mean we've not had Chad for like the last three episodes, so
We keep trying to get him, but all he will do is send us the emoji of him vomiting.
yeah, something tells me he really doesn't like Riverdale. I'm not sure what it is, but I have a sinking, hunching feeling about it.
Wait, so he's every other sensible person on this planet?
Yeah. So he's the other 90% of people that aren't crazy.
Nice.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing obviously episode 3 of the thing. You guys voted to not do the 3 episodes in one, just to do them one by one. So and I guess we'll just do that.
Let me be clear. I was very surprised to find out that people actually voted in the first place.
Yeah, people like polls, man. It's fun.
Nice. How do you know? But what if this election was rigged?
What if this election?
What if this poll was rigged? It's fake news.
Oh, the poll. Well, it's not. So you can't. I actually voted too. I voted for the other one.
You voted for your own poll?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I have two YouTubes technically, and one of them is like the main one that I use to watch stuff that I like, and then the other one is one where I upload stuff. And yeah, so I even voted for I voted for your option too.
Oh well.
And I was surprised that I also put your option first, and I was like, okay, this one will probably win, and then it didn't. And I was like, oh wow, okay. I guess we'll just do the one episode per video then. Because
maybe they didn't like episode 1.
They did, yeah. Or maybe they're just so excited that they want it to be dragged out as long as they possibly can.
Well, episode 3.
So your wishes are command. And we're doing episode 3.
Episode 3, there's a lot happening.
So,
even though I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, I didn't either, so I had to like rewatch. I rewatched it like the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. I kind of remember a little bit of what happens.
Well,
cause I mentioned like the last episode, that like episodes 2 and 3 all kind of just meshed into one with me, into one video or one episode.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. But now I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember now, ish. So this is like sort of technically wrapping up part of Riverdale, or like the high school era, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what happens in the beginning. I don't know if you wanna refresh my mind.
So Betty and Veronica, Betty's mom and Jughead's dad are dealing with the fallout of finding out that Jellybean was the one responsible for the videotapes.
Oh right, yes, yeah.
And he's sending him and Jellybean are going to go back so that Jellybean can be with her mom.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they're gonna go to like Ohio or something. Some weird ass state, which I don't remember. I didn't remember that that's where they were from, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that though, like the very first time when I watched it, and I was like, what? Like, oh, because his reasoning is like, it's gotten too crazy or something, so I have to like, we have to be as a family and like go to, move away from this town or whatever. But I was like, because this is his dad, like Jughead's dad talking, and I was like, why didn't you do that? Like, it took you 3 seasons, and your son like almost dying in like 3 of those seasons for you.
To think that, hey, maybe at least one of my children should have a normal life.
No, yeah, well, just to be, just to be like, maybe we should move out of this town. It's kind of crazy shit happens, you know. It only took like 5 seasons later and like 3 mass murders after. And then I guess he was like, well, I guess Jellybean's the last straw. I guess we know which child he likes more.
So obviously Jellybean.
Yeah, and it's not the
as if that wasn't hard to figure out.
Yeah. He's like, oh, trick at the man, he can figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens. And then I forgot that I always find it weird whenever this happens in real life too, where it's like, well, I don't know if it happens in real life, but I've always seen it in movies too, where it's like the parents are like dating, but then also like the kids of the same parents are also dating.
Yeah, that is weird.
So I'm like, I don't know how that works. Cause like
Yeah.
Betty's mom and Jughead's dad are dating, but then also Betty and Jughead are dating. So like, what happens if you get married? I've always wondered this, like, what happens if you get married? Because then you're technically step related, right?
Yep.
So whoever marries first, the second couple can't really marry, otherwise that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I wonder
That means that like they break up, and then like a year later, when they have a family reunion, they'll run in their ex.
Yeah. Yeah, so he decides to leave on a motorbike, on being a cool ass or whatever.
Yeah. And then
looking all stoic, and then like the mom was just like, yeah, I'm not, I guess I'll just stay. I guess I'll just fuck myself in this small town.
What was happening with Archie and there's this, because I have Netflix open and I'm just like scrolling through the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's one with Hiram, but then they're at the, it looks like Jughead's dad and Sheriff Keller are also at the gym or something.
Right, okay, so cause I think this is the one where Jughead tells, or was it before? I can't remember if it was episode 2 or episode 3, but Jughead tells his dad that is Jellybean, and then he's like, the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, no it's not. It's like blowing his little mind.
That was episode 2.
Yeah. Then episode 3, I guess? I thought it was maybe episode 2 as well. But yeah, I guess Jughead goes, like, or is it Jellybean? I think Jellybean tells them where the rest, because it's her plus a bunch of other kids, right? That are doing the whole thing. Right? Because remember in the films there's like more than one person. There's like a bunch of, and I guess they're all kids. And then all the kids are using Archie's, because he owns a boxing gym. They're like sleeping underneath like the boxing, what's it called? Arena?
Boxing ring. Yeah, boxing
ring, yeah. I forgot the name for it. I was like, arena ring?
Right, those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all these kids are fucked up? They all, like, not one kid was like, maybe we shouldn't, you know, film fucking fake murders and shit.
Yeah.
This is kind of fucked up. I mean, I know if I was that, I'd be like, I'm fucking out, boys. Like, what the fuck? I'll see you later for recess. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna eat my like Snapple or whatever. And I'll pick my nose. I'll pick my nose and I don't know.
I mean, you. What?
No, I was saying like, cause you know, like I'll be doing kid shit. Like I'll be picking my nose, worrying about my fucking French class I didn't study for.
Nice. While drinking a fucking Snapple.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was just trying to make it relatable, you know, to the kids nowadays.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they drink pure leaf iced tea instead of Snapple, but
Oh.
all right.
I thought you were gonna say like I'm pretty sure they drink only like Adderall or something.
Right.
Just like pure Adderall.
And then, so things are pretty awkward between Jughead and Betty right now, right?
Yes. So I rewatched this yesterday, and I was like, oh, I think we got it messed up because I think we talked about it in the previous episode, the one that was covering episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we mentioned that, or I think you mentioned or something that Jughead tells Betty
Right.
the whole thing, or I can't remember now.
Oh,
It's only been like 3. It's only been like 3 episodes. I don't remember what the fuck we said.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I think it was either. I thought for some reason that we mentioned that Jughead told Betty already, or Betty told Jughead.
Yeah.
But I think we might have said that it was Veronica that found out about
Right.
Archie.
What
And then-
does Betty tell Jughead this episode?
Yes, yeah. So Betty tells Jughead this episode.
That's right, because one of the last scenes was Jughead and Archie talking.
Yeah.
How about it? Okay, I get it now. Alright.
So I forgot what exactly brings it up, but they oh yeah, because Jughead is like, oh man, have you noticed something weird is going on with
That's right.
with like Veronica and Archie?
That's right.
and then Betty just like, I guess just is guilty or something. I don't know. And then all like she waits like 4 months, I guess. And then she's like,
Right.
she just starts crying and is like, Jughead. And then like she doesn't even really have to tell him. She just kind of like, he just kind of like puts two and two together really quickly.
Yeah.
And then she's like, we just kissed or whatever. And then he's like all mad. And then she's like, why don't I just suck your dick? And then he's like, okay. And then they have sex. And I was like, okay.
It's so funny because, like, under normal circumstances, if you told your boyfriend that you made out with their best friend, you would not be having sex.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they had sex or I don't know, like it's not like they had sex or
right?
anything. It's just like they kind of kissed when you guys were pretending to be dead. Like,
Man,
I don't know.
I'm going through these scenes and I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, that's the effect of Riverdale on you.
Like, I'm now in these scenes between Betty and Betty's mom, and I'm like, what the fuck was this about?
This scenes. What? I even rewatched that. I don't remember that. Scenes between Betty and Betty's mom.
Okay, but Archie shows up at the school.
Yes, yeah. So they have the graduation ceremony, I guess.
Yeah, but before
And-
that, they were going through a time capsule, right?
Right. Yeah. No. They pulled out a time capsule of like a previous year. I don't remember what the fuck was in it. It was just like some old newspaper shits or something.
Yeah.
And then I think even before that, Jughead and Archie are like waiting to be called into the principal's office because they.
Yeah, to find out if they graduated.
Yes, yeah, because you know.
And
'cause-
Jughead. Jughead graduated,
Mhm.
but Archie did not have enough credits to graduate.
Yeah. Because.
Which,
No, I was gonna say because out of the a million subplots in this show, everyone, including the writers, kind of forgot that they're in school.
yeah,
And they're in
Yeah.
high school, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, they're doing all this shit, but somehow they're still able. Everyone else somehow still able to
okay,
do
you know what?
projects."
Somehow Archie didn't graduate, but everyone else did.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say like somehow Archie didn't, but literally everyone else did. Who was going through the exact same issues and murderers and serial killers. But
Yeah.
somehow they still found time to do their French projects.
Don't
or
forget tree
science fairs or
monsters.
whatever.
Don't forget tree monsters.
True, yeah. So, somehow in between all that, they're like, you know what, Dad, can you help me with my science fair project? Because you know, between me finding out who the murderer is and you know, having sex with everyone, I also have to do French projects and social studies. Like, I don't know how they have time to do all this shit.
Yeah.
Do all
But
this,
then,
like,
and then, oh, and then they're in their final class, and they're like the bell goes, and they're done, and they're happy. But then there's like this, I think there's this massively awkward scene between Archie and Veronica. Right? Maybe?
Yes?
I really, like, man, I really don't remember any of this episode.
Yeah, for me, like, before I rewatched it, I literally only remembered, like, the last 10 minutes
Yeah.
of the episode. And, I mean, that's basically all you have to remember anyway. There's not really much
Oh yeah.
that happens.
Now here I'm at a really weird scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the scene that you were saying, though, the awkward scene. I don't remember what they were saying.
They're in like that biology lab, right? And like Archie and Veronica are looking at each other, and it's just kind of awkward. But then she shows up. She shows up at his house, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
go on.
with his to give back his stuff.
Right, as
And
you
she's
do.
like, hey, let's do it one more time.
Yeah,
As if that's normal.
because they're like, I mean, the show writers are like, well, Betty and Jughead did it, so Archie and Veronica also have to do it one more time.
Yeah.
You know, for good time's sake, you know.
Yeah.
So they basically just so they bang again. So that's cool. Because
Yeah.
I think you have to get a certain. I think there's a quota somewhere in the boardroom where they're like, we have to have a certain amount of teenage sex scenes in this
And
per episode.
It doesn't count if Archie's shirt is off because that's a separate quota.
Yeah. There's one quota for how many shirtless Archie moments are there. And there's also another one for how many sex scenes.
He's in, yeah, exactly.
Teenage
and it's
sex
not
scenes.
synonymous with the other.
Yeah. And if he has his shirt off, it doesn't count. If
Yeah.
it's in the sex scene.
Yeah. Now, and then we have the graduation ceremony, and Betty is valedictorian, and she says a speech of stuff I literally can't even remember.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember either. I think it was just like the classic fucking shit that they always do, right?
Yeah,
You guys did it.
We need
did
to
it.
make a difference. Blah 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 blah.
We need to
blah,
make a
blah, blah. Oh,
Hopefully,
then Archie's writing
hopefully.
the song
Oh yeah.
or some shit.
I was gonna say, like, with Betty's what's it called? Her speech. She's like, hopefully none of you become serial killers, otherwise I will have to find you and murder you
Yeah.
myself. No, yeah. So he does a song and he actually performs it. But this one,
Yeah.
and like,
Which
I love how this is like, what was it? This is 10 or so years after, you know, you or me have graduated, right, from school. But they still play this fucking song. I wonder if they still play it to this day, to kids nowadays. But like,
Which one?
it's that song
the
that they always play at
graduation.
every single graduation.
Yeah, it's
From, like, 2002 and onward.
And in the end, it's right.
Yes.
I hope you
yeah.
have your time of your life. Yeah.
Yes. It's
So,
that, but he's singing it.
Funny thing about Archie playing guitar, because a friend of mine actually played on some album of some guys, and he actually got KJ Appa to actually play guitar on it. So like KJ App is actually a decent musician.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he's
didn't
actually
know
a
that.
guitar player. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered that because I know
also
that.
hear I also hear he's a douchebag in person though.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I wouldn't put that. I mean, I don't always assume, but like a lot of these like super famous actors, I'm always like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably like not as nice as they are on the show or anything.
I wonder because this guy was a nobody before he got the part of Archie.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
he
like,
still
when
kind of
this
is
show
no one.
when this show is done, and when that day happens, we're all gonna celebrate.
Yeah,
What's he gonna do?
I don't know. He's probably gonna do like shitty horror movies,
No, he's already.
and then
in
we're gonna
one, let's
watch them because
face it.
we watch shitty horror movies.
Yeah, no, he's already in a 5-season long bad horror movie.
That's true.
That is a good description of Riverdale. I just realized that is great.
Yeah.
A 5-season long B horror movie.
P.O. Yeah. I love how you said he's like he's more known now. And I'm like, I mean, not really. He's on like a fucking TV show about fucking teenage shit.
Yeah, but like,
and I haven't seen him in anything else
Riverdale-
except for I think he was in like one movie that was I saw like a trailer for, and then I was like, oh, that's cool, and then I kind of like just didn't remember what the fuck else was happening.
Riverdale is actually quite popular. I haven't read anything about their ratings going down. It's just the plots make no sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And then, and then Cheryl's mom appears and tells her that the council is gone.
Right, yeah. No, I think that was in season, or that was episode 2.
Oh, then what did she say to Cheryl today?
Is that this
No.
is after the thing, right?
Right, it's a graduation present or something, right? That she
No,
killed the council.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say this is.
I mean,
Are you
most
talking about the scene
graduate-
where? Are you talking about the scene where it's after?
the ceremony.
It's
yeah.
her outside in the assembly.
Yes,
in the
that's right.
thing? Yeah. So like, she basically comes out and then she's like, I killed them. Well, like she, obviously she tells her before that she killed them. But then it's her coming out and being like, I guess for her present or something, she like is gonna turn herself in and confess to the crimes, but she has a caveat of like only some of the crimes, you know.
She's like, I don't want to be in prison for too long.
Yeah. I don't want to be in prison for life. What are you, fucking crazy?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna agree to stealing food from the shop, and I'm not gonna confess to all the murders I've done.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jughead's dad leaves with Jellybean.
Yes, yeah. He leaves in that epic motorcycle,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm fucking cool now, and then he like drives away,
Yeah.
and then and then Betty's mom is just like, okay, I guess I'll just fuck myself in this town. By myself, because also Betty's leaving. Yeah, that's what they were talking about, I think. Like, Betty's also going to some sort of college, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Because it's also revealed that Jughead 2 is going to college, because he's like, I'm gonna come with you, Dad, and then the guy's like, you know what, boy? You stay here.
Yeah. And then Archie joins the army.
Yeah. He's like, you know what?
Which is
I'm gonna join the
random.
army.
He's like, I didn't get into college, so instead of taking a gap year to prepare for college, I'm going to join the army.
Yeah, he's like, and he's like, fuck the Navy, I'm gonna join the army.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think that's why Veronica was mad at him.
Yeah. That's right. That's later.
Or yeah, that's later.
They do the time capsule first.
Right, yeah. Cause there's that old one that they opened from.
Yeah, that's right.
The 50s or whatever the fuck, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna do one too.
Yeah, and then it's nighttime. They're on the bleachers drinking beer. Where the fuck they got beer is not explained.
Yeah,
because the alcohol age is 21 down there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're still like teenagers supposedly.
And then so Archie says he's gonna join the Navy.
Yeah. No, okay, I was gonna say before this.
The army, right.
I was gonna say before this, they, in that, what's it called, in the time capsule thing, right, they're all putting stuff in. And like, Archie puts like, I don't know, a hammer or something. And like his guitar pick. And then yeah, everyone else puts interesting stuff in. And then like Jughead puts in his fucking hat thing that he wears, and I'm like, what the fuck? How are we supposed to know it's Jughead now?
Yeah, he's just head.
He's just headless Jug. And then this whole time, and also the scene where they're drinking in the bleachers after, where they're like, you know, like I said, they're teenagers, but they're drinking. Somehow they got beer. Veronica's also wearing like the fucking like hottest like clothes or something. She's wearing like this like polka dot dress thing, but it's like, what's it called? Like we can see. Yeah, it's like you can see her midriff or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
She wears clothes like that a lot. I'm like,
no, I know. Well, I guess it's just the first time.
I hope you got a discount. Because it looks like part of that dress is missing.
Yeah. It seems like she has like a little bit of abs too. I don't know if.
I mean, this could all be solved by going to Camila Mendez's Instagram.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, then we'll know that if she's going to the gym. Because obviously she'll post gym selfies.
Oh.
Because that's the popular thing to do.
For some reason when you said... I forgot that was the actual actress's name. I thought you meant like, what's his name? Like Shawn Mendes' girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
What's her name? Camila Cabello, whatever.
Camila Mendes is...
Yeah.
Mendez is the actress that plays Veronica.
I know. I thought you were talking about the Havana girl.
No.
And I was like, what does she have to fucking do with this? I was like, what are you getting at?
They do have the same last name, alright?
That's true. I wonder if they're related.
Yeah.
Shawn Mendes.
Anyway, she flips out at Archie when he says, I'm gonna join the Navy.
Yeah, they're all having just like a cool fucking time, and then Archie just like drops a fucking bombshell.
And I'm like, Veronica, what the hell do you care? You guys are broken up.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's like, you wanted him to join like the Navy, which is essentially the same thing, or a similar thing at least.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, no, you can't join the Navy, or the Army.
He'll die. And I'm just like, well, he might have died if he joined if he joined the Navy.
I was gonna say, he might die just fighting people in the streets as Batman.
With his shirt off.
Yeah.
You need to be specific here.
I guess so. Yeah.
No, he wears a Batman. He wears a Batman mask, no shirt, but he what does he do? He brands a symbol of a six-pack on his chest.
I don't think he needs to. I think he already has a six-pack.
No, come on. I got something better. Maybe
I was gonna say he has like what's it called? Nipple tassels. As he's just running,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
punching people in the face. Oh man.
Or like, or just like he brands like a giant R onto his chest.
Giant R, yeah.
Riverdale,
What was that R?
man.
What does that R stand for? Because it's obviously not Archie, because Archie starts with an A. Then he's like, fuck, retard? Oh shit!
Oh my god.
That'd be funny.
I mean, you said it, not me.
But yeah, I was gonna say, before that, like, they're just talking about normally, and then they make a pact of like, oh, we're gonna meet here once a year or something, like regardless of what we're doing,
Yeah.
right? And then after they're all like, okay, cool, we're gonna do that. And then after that, he's like, oh, by the way, just like leaves it there at the end. And then Veronica mentions, yeah, and then Veronica mentions something about like a war. She's like, you know, there's a war going on, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? What is happening in this universe? Is it fucking just like, are they talking about like the Afghan war, or is there a war between the superpowers? Is this like 1945 where you know, they're fighting like Germany or something? and like that's the real like twist of the show, is that it's actually 1945. and like Archie's gonna kill Hitler or something.
You know what? Can we please talk about the fact that like in this show, it really makes no sense that there are all these old as fuck TVs, but yeah, I see the characters with iPhones.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you have enough money to get a brand new phone, but you don't have enough money to like update your fucking TV.
There's like, I'm just gonna go down to the local store where they sell VHSs still for some reason.
Yeah.
Or
They
in
must
the attic,
like their only shopping center must just be a Value Village.
Value Village.
Value Village and like a Radio Shack.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
it's a Blockbuster
Cheryl,
actually.
Cheryl and what's Tawny, right? Tony,
yes.
Cheryl and Tawny.
I was like, Tawny, that sounds kind of familiar,
you know what?
but I don't think so.
I don't even remember their names.
I noticed. I only remember her as TT because that's what she's only ever called in the show.
Anyway, her and Cheryl talk about something I do not remember.
Yeah, they are planning to go to a different college as well. And then, what happens? They have a fight, or not, I don't know if it's a fight, but like basically Cheryl's like, I can't, or actually I'm not going to go, because I guess she could go to there, but she doesn't want to. And she's like, you know what, I'm actually gonna stay here in Riverdale and clean up the town, or was it like the name of the blossoms, so we can be together. That's or right. Whatever the fuck.
That's right.
But then it's also like earlier in the show, like because the whole thing is like her grandma doesn't like her dating a Cheryl. It's like the whole thing. Yeah. Which is, you know, like we mentioned, like probably the most reasonable thing.
Right.
Because like their family is kind of fucked up if you look at it objectively. But earlier, like in the beginning, or the beginning of this episode, or somewhere in the beginning, they do mention, or like it shows them at school and Tony at her like locker, and then her grandma's there, and being like, "I'm so glad." She says something about being so glad about dating like her girlfriend or something. And then also Tony says when they're having that discussion that her grandmother's like almost around, or almost what's it called? Like she's almost come around to the idea of them dating anyway. Like she was planning on sending them gifts or something in their dorm rooms together. But then Cheryl's still like, nah, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay here. Cheryl's just like, nah, I'm good. You have that nice puss, but I have mansion, I guess, an old grandmother, so I'll stay here. And then what else happens after that? James?
Jughead and Betty have another awkward talk, I guess, and they actually end up having sex.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that already, though.
No. This is the next scene after the talk with Cheryl and Tony.
I don't think... Because I think they only did it once. I don't think they did it twice.
I literally am looking at scenes of them making out.
Right
now.
Cause Archie, or cause Betty tells him the truth, right? Like we already mentioned. And then they decide to make out.
This is the scene where they have sex, not the scene earlier.
Yeah. It's at night, right? And she's crying in the beginning, and then she starts kissing him.
Yeah.
We already mentioned that.
Okay, well that was the scene that's after Cheryl and Tony talking.
Right. Okay.
And then
and then the next day they wake up, and then like it's all kind of like weirdly awkward. And then they're just like, I love you, and then the other one's like, yeah, I love you. And then they like go off because I guess Archie's leaving.
Yeah.
And
then Jughead takes Archie to the bus. Veronica doesn't go. And
which I don't know why.
Yeah. And then they talk about the fact that Archie kissed Betty and like Jughead's fine with it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, I'm fine with it. But he's like, I'm fine with it, but then it's like the narrator comes on and then it's like he wasn't though.
And it was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
And then Archie gets on the bus after Veronica gets there. So they literally chase the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, so was it like Jughead goes to pick him up to drop him off the bus, but I guess he didn't have a car, because then I don't know, it's confusing as fuck to me. Because I thought he was picking him up at his house, and then also I forgot that Archie had a dog. Because like the dog comes out of nowhere, and then he starts petting the dog, and I'm like, I was like, holy shit! Wait, he has a dog? Since when?
And then
so that happens, and then
Cheryl and her grandmother are doing something.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember what they're doing. Veronica's at Pop's.
Yeah, she sold the thing back to him. The shop.
With Betty and Jughead.
Yeah.
And take Ben and Jughead's life for a bit. It gets more and more awkward.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't know how this works, but somehow what's it called? Somehow Jughead picks Archie up to go to the thing, but then because then Betty goes to Veronica and they're like chatting, and then Veronica's like, I know, but I'm not mad about that or whatever. And then so they started talking, and then Veronica's like, I wish I had said goodbye, and I'm like, yeah, why the fuck didn't you? Like why are you doing it now? Why did you just, you're like, oh, by the way, I probably should have said bye. And then they're like, well, it's not too late, we can go, and then they decide to go catch up, and then they're in like some weird old car, and then I guess Jughead is just waiting there though. I guess he's waiting for a bus to come back the other way to go back to Riverdale.
Is he? Hang on.
Yeah, because he's just waiting there. When like what's their names? When like Veronica and Betty like pop in.
Right.
So I'm like, wait, how did he pick up Archie? Did they take the bus together?
Oh shit, you're right. The
Yeah.
fuck? Yet another thing they don't explain.
Yeah. Like, I just thought about that now. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
And then,
And then they all hop in the car and they're chasing the bus. And then of course, it's like a nondescript. like, do these buses still exist? Where it's just like it just says Army on it, and it's a bus just solely to bring people to the Army.
Sure. Sure, man.
I guess. I think they had them back in the day, but I didn't realize they still existed.
I mean, yeah, there's buses that'll take you to fucking Playland if you want.
To play, yeah.
Why not the Army? I'm sure there's a bus that takes you to the Pentagon.
Yeah. You want to come to the Pentagon? It's free. Okay.
And they'll probably take you to the DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, too.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot too. Like when when Archie first, because he's like thinking of the idea of joining the Army, right? And then there's that booth with the Army people set up in the high school.
Yeah.
To join, and then like he goes up, and then he's like sitting there, and then like the two Army guys are like, or he's like, oh, where do I sign up? And then the two Army guys are like, oh, we should talk about this or think about this over a little bit because it's a pretty big decision or whatever. And then Archie goes, yeah, okay, I'll I'm all ears. I'll listen, like whatever. But then he goes and signs it immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, you didn't think about it.
No, I'll listen. And he's like, oh, okay, so here's what you need to know about the Army. Okay, sign me up.
Yeah.
But we didn't even say anything. That was okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like they didn't even say
then,
a word.
The guy's about to talk, and then like Archie puts his finger on his mouth and says, "Shh."
Shh.
And then
be still.
And then he starts to unzip the guy's pants. Wait, what?
He's like, and Archie's just like, yeah, isn't this what joining the Army is about?
That's gonna be the unrated, uncut version of Riverdale.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be my XXX porno version of Riverdale.
Okay,
that I'm secretly gonna make and put on Pornhub.
Now, and then, Jughead is without a home because Betty and her mom leave, so he lives at Archie's house.
Oh right, yeah.
But like, quote unquote, lives as a squatter.
Right.
Until the powers like turned off.
Was this? They were talking about this in this season too? I guess I.
Yeah, and
I
then...
thought that was next season, but I guess not.
No.
Or no, next season. Next episode.
No, because next episode is like the time jump, right?
Yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure if they...
Then he moves into the bunker.
Right, yeah. So yeah, because he has no house or whatever. I guess he didn't think that through. And then, he lives in Archie's place until they literally shut off every single appliance. Like they first shut off the lights and then they...
every single part of Archie's house, like power,
like
water, whatever. Yeah. And then like the last scene.
What about his mom?
Jughead's mom?
No. Archie's mom.
She probably moved back to wherever the fuck she came from. I don't remember.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Go back to where the fuck you came from.
I mean, those are the real lyrics. Don't listen.
No, she did that. What's it called? That like Homer Simpson meme where he just like goes back into the bushes.
Yeah.
She's like, my time has come.
The last two scenes are like Jughead at Pop's. And basically saying, everyone won't show up here for another 7 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Which, like, I mean, usually, like, I love how, like, they made that promise of, like, yeah, we're gonna meet here, like, once every year, or whatever, like, regardless of what we're doing. And in the very first year, they don't even do it. Like usually with these things, or usually when they set up these things, usually it's like even in real life too. Like at least for the first couple times it works, or they do it, but then after that they slowly like stop doing it over time.
Yeah.
But then this one
And
they
then,
just like immediately like everyone just like forgets and they don't even do it after the first year, and it's just Jughead coming in.
And then I guess the credits happen.
Yep. Oh, we also forgot to mention the. Oh, what's it fucking happen? We also forgot to mention the. Oh fuck! Like, so they're on that bus, right? The army bus. And
Yeah.
then the guys are catching up on the other car, and then Archie sees them, and then he goes up to the front to the driver guy, and he's just like, "Hey, pull over! My friend, my best friend, and my gal is just in the car. Pull over." Like, you know, any other normal human would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? No."
I'm like,
I have places to be.
What are you on, son?
Yeah.
And then he like activates the hyperspace drive.
He's like, "I have shit to do. I have to be somewhere like, you know, in 2 hours." What are you talking about?
I look, and then and he's like, Archie's just like, "But the odds are," and the guy's just like, "Never tell me the odds."
But then he actually stops for them and just pulls over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they're just like, "Goodbye," I guess. Again, even though
Yeah.
Jughead already said goodbye.
Yeah, and then I guess that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And
I
you
guess
know
that is
what?
it.
5 minutes later, I'll never remember this episode again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I already don't remember.
Yeah, I know.
And I was just talking about it for like
An
the
hour.
last several minutes.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about this for an hour, and I don't even remember what happens in the beginning anymore.
Like I said, that's the magical effect of Riverdale.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Now, I do really like
Yes.
the storyline that they're doing now, where it's like 7 years in the future. I think that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I was surprised that they actually did that. I thought they were
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like what are those other shows? Like
Arrow.
no, yeah. You know how there's like those others, like there's some other shows where like the guys in like high school for like ever, for like every single season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like one of those where like they don't ever
Right.
like really graduate, or
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That's right.
or
But I think this episode was originally supposed to be the season 4 finale.
yeah, that's what you
Because
mentioned.
Each show in the CW is 3 episodes behind, or
Right.
at least 2 episodes behind. Because
mean
the Flash
they-
is the same.
You mean they technically had this? Technically, they had the season finale 3 episodes into the next season.
Right. So this is episode 3 of season 5. This would have been the last episode of season 4 had coronavirus not been a threat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
now, when we on episode 4, that's technically the season 5 premiere, which makes sense with the time jump, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got
Flash had the same problem where, like, I think they're on their 3rd episode right now, and I think they're closing up the whatever plot line they're doing, Mirrorverse or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're only on their 3rd episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. I've been watching that Superman and Lois show.
Oh, yeah. That's also another CW.
Yeah, but it's actually really good.
Yeah. I mean, you say that now. I can't...
No, like,
I'm
every episode...
honestly, I'm waiting, because I've actually been listening to another, like, a show on YouTube, or a channel on YouTube that, like, kind of reviews each episode on it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the moment when I can't wait for it. I'm waiting for the moment when it just turns into like a CW show, like an actual CW
Yeah.
thing where like
But
the
you know
writing
what?
just starts
Like,
to be bad and like things don't make sense.
Knock on wood, each episode has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, when I watch it, I don't feel bored. When I watch The Flash, I feel very bored.
Yeah.
I mean, we had like half a season of Speedless Barry,
Speedless Bear.
and
that's my favorite.
And it all being about Iris. It got boring, long, and tiresome. For those snowflakes out there that are going to argue with me, go back and watch those episodes. And if you don't end up having a nap, you come talk to me. Because I want to know your secret.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, like, I don't know, like with, I mean, I guess, yeah, this is like off topic, but like with The Flash, like, I mean, there's only so much you do because they've had like, I mean, I've told you before, like they've had like, what, like 3 or 4 episodes or seasons with like speedsters, so it's like,
yeah, they've used almost all of the Flash's mainstream villains.
Yeah.
At this point.
So it's like,
So
they're like, oh shit, what else can we do? Well, okay, how about Barry doesn't have speed? Well, that's different and new, I guess. So
they've had Reverse Flash, Zoom, Savitar, the Thinker, Top, Mirror Master, Weather Wizard, Vertigo, not Vertigo. Who are some of the others? Trickster.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All of his main villains now. There's not much I think they could do at this point.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, there for sure isn't.
Also, their ratings will also go down because there's no crossover.
Yeah. I was gonna say all those CW.
Yeah,
ones
all of them.
Which, I mean, I don't know, kind of sucks, I guess. Are they not planning to do any?
They are not allowed.
No, I mean, like, you know, do they have it in the works?
No.
Like,
from what I've read, they literally, like, health-wise, they can't have shows crossing over. It's too risky to...
Yeah, I mean, for now, but I mean...
For now, like... yeah. There will be.
Okay. That's what I was gonna say. Are they planning to do more? Because I know that they had the big...
Yeah.
Infinite, crisis.
They were going to have a crossover between Batwoman and Superman and Lois. That was originally planned, but then because of COVID, that is now shelved. I think that'll happen next year.
Okay.
John Diggle from Arrow is supposed to be... He will be making an appearance on each show, though.
Oh, okay.
Because in the... You didn't watch Arrow, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so in the series finale, John Diggle finds the Green Lantern ring.
Oh.
And he will be coming... He'll be coming to Legends of Tomorrow for at least one episode.
Okay.
So it's like, it's pretty likely he'll be showing up as Green Lantern. Because his full name is John Diggle Stewart. John Stewart, the Green Lantern. Yeah.
John something. Finkelheimer Smiths or whatever that fucking song goes.
John Joseph Schinkelheimer Schmidt or whatever you fucking want to call it. Anyway, yeah, so there's no crossover planned while the pandemic is still kind of looming over us. There's no big crossovers in the works for the next few years, I think, though.
I like how they're like not gonna give him like his own show though. like a Green Lantern show. They're just like, you're just gonna have cameos in these other shows.
I think that's
fine.
I think that because Warner Brothers has plans for Green Lantern, they can't give him a show.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, this is the really confusing part. So, let me get this straight. There is a version of Superman that's on the big screen, that's Henry Cavill, and then whoever this new fucking guy is, Henry Cavill or whatever. Then there's this new guy, whoever, like the Superman reboot movie, okay? But then Superman is also on the small screen and has his own TV show. Okay, that's fair. I like that. Okay?
I guess.
But, and here's their logic. When fans ask, oh, what about a Batman show? And they're like, oh, well, viewers will just get confused, so, no. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's like they're already confused.
They're like, they're gonna get confused that there's two Batman characters. No, we're not, because they're gonna be two different fucking people.
I'm like, correction, we're already confused because there's 2 Supermans. And there's like 2 Flashes too, as well, so...
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is it because... I mean, maybe it could have something to do with, like, oh, Batman is our, like, highest selling character.
Yeah, maybe.
But, like, if you can put Superman on the small screen, you can put Batman on the small screen. Okay? And, yeah, Bruce Wayne was in, like, a couple of episodes of Batwoman. But he was just a guy dressed up as Bruce Wayne, so...
Wasn't he actually Bruce Wayne?
No, it was the Tommy Elliott character, who like had like plastic surgery done to make him look exactly like Bruce Wayne.
Really? Because I thought it was the one where like he broke his back or something.
No, that's in Crisis.
Right.
That's in a big crossover where
yeah.
Kevin Conroy played him.
Yeah. And that's actually Batman, right?
Yeah, which actually got quite a bit of hate.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be a real
really
cripple that's supposed to be
enjoyed-
playing that or something.
No, but I really enjoyed that version of Bruce Wayne. Mostly because Kevin Conroy played him, and Kevin Conroy is pretty much the best Batman actor to ever play the character. Okay? Don't argue with me. If you do argue with me, you're wrong. I'm gonna say you're fake news, and you're canceled.
You're good.
Anyway,
I think the best one is the one from the 40s or whatever.
Look, you
That has
need to
the shark
shut
repellent
up.
spray.
Oh yeah, the shark repellent spray. And then like walking up the side of the building.
Yeah. He's got a gadget for everything.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, back onto the, I guess, the mainish topic. Yeah, so that's it for that, I guess, this whole episode. I was gonna mention too, I went on Reddit before the first episodes were coming out, like before this new season was starting up.
Yeah.
So I kind of got spoiled a little bit of the whole the time skip thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess I don't know if they had a trailer or whatever, but they had like promotional stuff, I guess, before, and that were revealing the time skip and stuff, and then people were talking about it, and I was like, you know, I watched Reddit, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is a time skip? So I probably shouldn't have done that.
You spoiled it for yourself.
Yeah, I kind of spoiled it for myself.
Which is not to be confused with soiling yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I also did that, but that's like a separate issue, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
is that why you go shopping for pants so often?
Yeah. No, a bad habit of spoiling myself, not soiling myself. Because like I'll like a show a lot, and I'll be like, oh, I'll go on the subreddit of that show, just to see what people are talking about it, because I really like it. But then I'll like look at stuff, and I'll be like, oh shit, I don't want to know this now.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah. So the next episode, I guess, will be the time skips.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Very interesting.
What did you think about it? What was your first
time
impressions? Skip? Yeah. Like when you found out about it.
To be honest, I found out about it when I watched the episode.
No, I know. That's
Really,
how you're supposed to, though.
yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah.
normal people do it. I mean, that's how I usually watch stuff too, and that's how I normally do find out about stuff. But
You know what?
sometimes
For
I,
whatever reason, I really like TV shows that show it, like show the future, and like these futures are like dark, and like and stuff like that. So I find it really interesting to see. I'm like, oh wow, the town of Riverdale has become even shittier than it was. I didn't actually think that was possible.
yeah.
But
Well, I
I've
mean-
now been proven wrong.
Well, I mean, of course it's gonna be dark. Riverdale's that's like the main game. They're like we're gonna be dark and edgy for no reason,
Yeah.
just because,
Yeah,
just because we can.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll talk about that. Yeah. I guess we will talk about that. I can't talk at all, but I mean, that's nothing new.
yeah. Are we? I guess we're gonna do this at our usual time on Sunday then.
I mean, we could. I mean, we don't have to do it on Sunday, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about the season 4 in the next episode, the time skip, and
You
we're
mean
talking
the season? We're in season
episode 4, and we'll talk about all that glory, the gloriness that we're kind of teasing now in the
Yeah,
next one. But yeah, also I was gonna mention the Justice League movie is gonna come out sometime this week. I think it's like Thursday or Wednesday.
yes, that's right.
And yeah, and
In
we can
2
do
days,
that
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that we do like a thing on that as well.
Yeah, we could.
We just do like a special episode on on that movie
Yeah,
and what our opinions are on it.
I already know your opinions on it, man. I've looked at your Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I watched.
I think that I think an episode of Barney the Dinosaur would be better than the Joss Whedon version of Justice League.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, at any rate, the Zack Snyder version of Justice League will be better than the Joss Whedon version. The Joss Whedon version was shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I knew that. I knew it was gonna be
watched
better.
When I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I mean, I enjoyed it
Yeah.
because
Well, yeah.
it's like my favorite thing to watch, and there were really good nods to things. Like they had the old school Danny Elfman Batman theme being played in some of the scenes, and the John Williams Superman theme. Like I think that's cool, but I know that like Zack Snyder had a vision, and he had like originally an entire trilogy planned, and that got scrapped. But like apparently there's only 30 minutes of footage in this Snyder cut that is from Whedon's cut. So like
Yeah.
everything else is almost entirely new footage.
Yeah, it's fucking 4 hours, which is kind of fucking insane.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so much time, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, no, I am
And
too. I mean,
I really hope that there's a lot of views on it, and it forces Warner Brothers to rethink what they're DC actually to rethink what they're doing, because what they're doing right now is fucking stupid. They have no direction.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe having this Justice League trilogy made would be some sort of direction for them. But
Yeah.
it's just been shown to the public that Warner Brothers and DC have no idea what they're doing with this universe.
Yeah.
They want to scrap it, and maybe that's a good move. But I think give Zack Snyder a chance to make this trilogy somehow.
Yeah, maybe. Or I was gonna say, or like what Chad said, just redo everything again. And start from scratch.
But maybe like keeps like I really like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
I think
he's
I
good.
think he was good. So I think I'd like to keep him. I have no idea what is happening with this Flash movie though. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, this movie is like he's going to different universes.
Oh.
So like Ben Affleck is in the movie, and they're trying to get Michael Keaton to come back and play Batman.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But I haven't heard any news about it
Hmm.
in a while.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing of this, so I didn't even know.
Yeah, but yeah, we should do an episode on the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do, and then hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure Chad will probably watch it anyway. Well, I don't know if he will, but you know, if we all watch it together, it'll be good. Which could be a thing. But yeah, I was gonna say the same guy who I watch, like he does a lot of these like comic book. He's the same guy for like the WandaVision. He does like a series where he reviews, or not reviews it, but just kind of talks over it, kind of like how we did with Riverdale. But he does with like WandaVision, and then the Superman Batman one. He did like 2 episodes on the Zack Snyder one, or 2 videos. One of them like no spoilers, and then which I watched already, and then he did one on spoilers, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch that one so badly, but I also kind of want to watch it, so I don't want to be spoiled already. You know?
Right.
But I'm like,
I
fuck,
wouldn't.
I want to
Yeah.
watch this.
I mean, like,
I want to watch the
like
spoiler.
there's
the spoiler
so
movie.
many. There's so many trailers out right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know what is happening.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I
it's
know
still
a lot
Justice
of the
League, I
characters.
guess.
Yeah. I know what characters are going to be in it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, I want to watch it, but I also don't want to spoil myself yet. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I would
wait till
not
we-
look at Reddit, man.
well, no, not Reddit, but I mean also watch the video, because there's a video where he has a spoiler video. But I want to watch it, but then I'm like, I don't want to spoil myself yet, so
Yeah.
we'll watch it, and then we will do a video on it, I guess, sometime soon. So that'll be cool. And then yeah, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
If you got this
See
far,
ya.
thank you. I appreciate it. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell your mom.
Like, maybe don't tell your mom.
No, do it.
Yeah. Like and sub.
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncle, tell your friends. But let's face it, if you're watching this, you probably don't have any friends.
Jeez. It's okay. We don't
I'm
need
just kidding.
it. All right. Well, yeah. We'll see you guys in the next episode. And be on the lookout for that special one if we do get around to doing the Justice League one.
Out.
And yeah. See you guys on the next one.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.